How's it going, YouTube? This is Skull, and, well, May the 4th is just a couple of days away, so I feel like now's a great time for me to say, May the 4th be with you to Star Wars fans all over the world. 49 years ago is when this film, Star Wars: A New Hope, released in theaters, and to celebrate May the 4th, I decided to go ahead and show off all of my Star Wars 4K releases. Wow, that's catching the light with the glare. Okay, well, so, I have, well, every single Star Wars film and TV show, well, that has ever released on 4K. I got every single one, and I decided, hey, in honor of Star Wars Day, let me go ahead and share them with all of you guys. So, let me go ahead and recenter the camera here, just to have that vertical stripe right there in the center. Anyway, so let's go over every single Star Wars release currently available in 4K, and it's such an exciting time right now because what I'm going to show off in this video is actually only complete for the next few months. The Mandalorian and Grogu, our first new Star Wars film in 7 years, is coming to theaters this month, the month of May 2026. Next year, we've got a brand new film, Star Wars Starfighter, coming out in December, and hopefully we'll get a few more Disney Plus releases physically between now and then. So this is a great time to be a Star Wars fan, especially if you collect physical media like I do. Let's start at the very beginning. And by that, I mean the earliest film chronologically, Star Wars: The Phantom Menace. So this is what the 4K looks like. And I should also say that there are actually several releases of most of these films in 4K. So the Skywalker Saga, episodes 1 through 9, got a big box release. I didn't get that. I only have the films individually. And I'm perfectly okay with that. The Star Wars original trilogy also got the Disney 100 Steelbook releases. I am currently working on procuring that. Right now, I just have one of each, and I'm happy with that. So that was episode 1. This is episode 2, Attack of the Clones. I gotta say, I'm not really a fan of this picture. It just looks cheaply made for some reason. It feels like it's placing emphasis on the wrong characters, the wrong parts of the film. Attack of the Clones looks a little better, at least. Got Anakin and Padme right here in the front, a few other Jedi in the background with the clones at the bottom. Really big emphasis on Jango Fett, though, for some reason. At least they put Yoda right there in the back, front and center in the back, so you flip it over, you'll see him. I really love the cover for Revenge of the Sith. This is a good cover. I like this a lot. Maybe a little too much emphasis on the uncompleted Death Star up there. It only makes a cameo appearance in the last minute of the film, but everything else is just great. This really gives you a good idea of what the film's all about. This is a nice release. Next up chronologically is Solo: A Star Wars Story. And for this, it looks like they just basically reused the poster of the film. Nothing wrong with that. It's a good poster. I don't know why fans don't like this film. This is a fun film. I mean, is Alden Ehrenreich Harrison Ford? Absolutely not, but he gets the feel of Han Solo pretty much perfectly. It's a fun film, great characters. Donald Glover is flawless as Lando. I think even the most cynical of fans can agree on that. Of course, we got Rogue One. This is a lot of people's favorite Disney-era Star Wars film. It's another Faces cover, but at least they reused the best portions of the poster. This is a pleasant-looking cover. I like this one a lot. And that's what the back looks like. And moving on to the first one I showed off, A New Hope. It's better than The Phantom Menace, but it's probably my second least favorite of what I've shown off so far. I don't know. It just looks like a cheaply made poster. I don't know how better to describe it. I feel like they could have put a little more effort into it. Or maybe I just feel that way because I'm so used to the DVD covers and the Laserdisc covers and all that stuff. Even the Blu-ray covers. Then we got The Empire Strikes Back. This one, I don't know, to me it just looks a little too busy and not busy enough at the same time. There's a lot of characters on there, but your eye doesn't really know which one to look at, so it's okay. At least we got this nice shot of Luke and Vader fighting in the shadows in the back. That's a nice picture right there. Then we got Return of the Jedi. It feels like every single time Return of the Jedi has a cover, it's this exact same picture of Luke with his lightsaber. So I'm okay with that. This is a nice looking cover to me as well. I love that they picked green for the theme of this film. I don't know why, but green, I've always associated the film with green. Maybe it's just because of his green lightsaber. Up next is my personal favorite Star Wars film, The Force Awakens. This is a nice cover as well. Again, put a little too much emphasis on some things here. So, Luke, despite making only a cameo in the film, he probably shouldn't be on the cover at all, but everything else about it looks really good. I really love Kylo Ren with his lightsaber just menacing in the background like that. And I don't know why, I've always just loved this shot of Rey and BB-8 walking towards the sunset. It's just a good picture. Then we got The Last Jedi, which was the very first Star Wars film released in 4K. And this is basically the poster art from the film, so it's that just transferred onto this. I know they eventually released a Faces, a black border one to match the rest of them, but I got this on release day and I just haven't felt a need to change it up, so I like this cover a lot. I do not like the film. I have watched it over and over. I've tried to like it. I just don't. But the art is nice. Visually, it's a great film. But I have a lot of issues with other parts of it. So at least this is nice to look at. And then, of course, we got The Rise of Skywalker. I do not understand why they made this the one and only slipcover available for the 4K. Underneath it looks like that. This is actually a really good picture. This is a really good look at the film. But if you want a slipcover with it, that's the one and only option. Guys, take a look at all of these releases. Hey, which one doesn't belong? I'll give you a minute to think it over. People will crap on this film as much as you want. I liked it more than The Last Jedi, for the record. But man, they couldn't have, at some point in the last 5-6 years, re-released the 4K with a matching slipcover for the rest of them. Come on. That's just a little annoying. Maybe for Star Wars 50th next year, they'll re-release all the 4Ks with matching covers. One can only hope. Will I buy them? Probably not, because I don't want to double dip. Unless Disney does something silly like re-release all the Star Wars films with Dolby Vision. Because they currently don't have any except for The Last Jedi. That would be my luck. Oh, it is worth noting that the original trilogy is getting a unaltered re-release next year in theaters, and I am 99% sure they'll get a 4K home video release afterwards as well. The Disney Restoration team is in charge of restoring all three of these films. Their work is second to none in the industry right now, so I'm expecting them to look and sound amazing. I'm expecting for the 4K releases to be demo-worthy. Oh man, I'm excited for that. The only question I have is, how will I sort all these releases on my shelf if that were to happen? Anyway, so that is the 11 Star Wars films that have a 4K release. I guess technically, The Clone Wars is a film that doesn't have a 4K release, but I'm also not seeing anyone begging for that to happen. So let's move on to the Disney Plus shows, and for this I'm going alphabetical. And we're starting with Ahsoka, Season 1. And I've had people ask, what are these protectors that I use for my steelbooks? And you can see here, it's from a company called Malco. I just buy these off of Amazon, a dozen at a time. They're the perfect size for steelbooks and just barely snug enough to fit the steelbook and the J-card on the back. So yeah, there you go. And this is what it looks like. I actually really liked Ahsoka. It was fun. It was really fun. And, of course, Ahsoka and Mandalorian Season 3 have Dolby Vision on them because they were the first releases to be distributed by Sony instead of Disney. So it looks even better. And guys, you need, if you're on the fence about buying the Disney Plus shows on home video, do it. The difference in quality between the streaming version and the home video version is night and day. Compared to watching the stream, this is like looking through a window. Especially on my nice 4K OLED. It just, they look so good. I think they're worth every single penny. Especially since I don't subscribe to Disney Plus anymore. I haven't needed to because I've bought these, so if I want to watch these, I can rewatch them whenever I want. Next up is Andor Season 1. Very much looking forward to Season 2 coming out, hopefully eventually on physical media. Yeah, man, good show, good show. I actually didn't like this all that much on my first time watching it, but then I rewatched it before season 2 and I liked it a lot more. I still don't like it as much as most Star Wars fans seem to. They seem to think it's like the best Star Wars anything ever. I wouldn't go that far, but it's a very solid show, very well written. Would it have hurt them to put in a few more aliens, though? Next up is The Mandalorian Season 1, and unfortunately for this and the next one, I did remove the J card at some point and threw it away. That was the standard thing that I did before I started collecting seriously, so unfortunately I don't have the J card for a few of these releases, but that's okay. It's still, it's still perfectly fine. I really love the art for these Disney Plus 4Ks. They're just beautiful. Like, oh man, it's just gorgeous. So, and of course, this is the complete second season of The Mandalorian. Again, no J card, but we've got this excellent picture of Grogu here in the back. Ah, man, and I love how the art actually moves all the way from the front to the back, too. Just, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. And of course, then we got Season 3. And as I said, this has Dolby Vision. Yay! So that's what, a total of 3 Star Wars products that have Dolby Vision. The Last Jedi, Mando Season 3, and Ahsoka Season 1. Obviously, The Mandalorian and Grogu will have Dolby Vision because Sony's in charge of that. Whatever comes out from here on out will have Dolby Vision, the best way of watching stuff in 4K. And hopefully some of the films will get re-released with Dolby Vision. I just said that would be just my luck because then I'd have to rebuy it, but hey, I love Star Wars. And finally, Obi-Wan Kenobi, the complete series. Another one that I am missing the J card, but that's okay. I don't know why fans hate this. I loved this show. This was a fun show. Did it have its issues? Of course, but it was just such a joy seeing Obi-Wan and Vader and young Leia is just, that's a perfectly cast child actress. She is precious. I'll protect her with my life. Yes, the show had its issues, but it felt like Star Wars, and that's all I really cared about. I had fun watching it. I've rewatched it so many times. It's just a fun show. Speaking of fun shows, coming up next, I really hope we get Skeleton Crew. That was a super fun show. Man. But for now, that covers everything. That is my complete Star Wars 4K collection. So, once again, we have a lot of glare, but we have all of the Disney Plus series, all 6 releases so far, and we have all 11 live action films that have released so far as well. And again, this video will be outdated in just a few short months once The Mandalorian and Grogu releases, so I am looking forward to this video being outdated because it just means we got more and more Star Wars stuff releasing in the near future, including stuff we don't even know about yet, and as a Star Wars fan, that's just so exciting to me. So that'll bring this video to an end. Please let me know what Star Wars 4K releases you have or would like to have, and especially what 4K releases you would like to see Disney and Sony release in the future. May the 4th be with you, everyone. That does it for now. Thanks everyone for watching, and stay tuned for more.